Hey everyone, it's Betty Louise or Coach Betty. I'm the host of Green Think Internet Radio, and you're about to hear an excerpt from one of my interviews. Please check out the full show at womenonair.biz. That's www.womenonair.biz. Hope you enjoy it.
So, the Mom's Guide to Growing Your Family Greens, Saving the Earth Begins at Home. It's just loaded with so many good tips and thoughts about how to make your home and your family more conscious about our energy. Your first 5 chapters really talk about the whole home area. So would you give us an idea? Can you kind of paint a picture for us? What does it really look like, and what's your life like living in this very energy-efficient home?
Well, energy-efficient homes can be really high-end, and that's a lot of what you see on television right now with your solar panels and whatnot. But for the average family, it's about making changes a little bit at a time. So, for example, when it comes time to buy a new appliance or a new electronic, you are choosing more energy-efficient models, like your Energy Star rated appliances, or there are even appliances and electronics out there now that will say not only are they Energy Star rated, and there's a little logo that you can look for on the box, but also that they exceed that criteria. So, a lot of our energy comes from the gadgets and the appliances that we have in our home. So that's definitely one place that you can start.
So whenever you're replacing an appliance, now look for these more efficient models. So what does your house look like in terms of like screens? I know at one point I thought I read that, how many TVs do you have in your house, just out of curiosity?
I am like the average family. We have 4 TVs in our house. It's divide and conquer in our house.
I thought I read that in there. It's like, there are places to cut back, and there are places to just say, for the peace of the house.
Exactly. Because I have 3 kids, when one wants to watch Disney and the other one's watching CSI, and then, not all the TVs are on at once, but, it gives people options, I guess. And I think that we're pretty much average. We don't have an overabundance of electronics, but we do have them. And so, some of them are a little older, quite frankly, and there is that consideration, do I toss it and have to either send it to the landfill or find a recycler, or do I keep the one that I have for a little bit longer and just be judicious with how I use my energy?
That's the decision that we all have to really make all the time, isn't it? What we have in our homes, is it better to get the more energy efficient model? Is it better to just deal with what we have? Like, how do you go about making those decisions for yourself?
I think it's just common sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it goes back to some old-fashioned values that, if it's not broke, then just keep on using it. A lot of people with these, the digital television are feeling like, I need to go out and buy my big screen television. But a lot of those big screens, not only the fact of the expense of purchasing them, but they suck energy like you wouldn't believe, unless they are Energy Star rated, unless they have an energy saver feature, and you do have to go into the menu and select it. It isn't automatic most of the time.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Mm-hmm. And even with that, they are going to probably use more energy. So, we do have, one of our televisions is the giant screen, but the other ones are a little older, and we're just, we're going to wait until we start to see the green line go through them. And we don't leave it running all the time. We turn it off when we're done. Just common sense things that you can do. Energy efficient lighting is something else that we have done in our home that most people can do. We have changed out the majority of our lights to be compact fluorescent. Now, I haven't done it with all of them because sometimes, like in the bathrooms, for example, incandescent, the daylight lighting is much better for makeup and seeing yourself in the mirror. But bathroom lights aren't on all the time. So the lights that are on for longer periods of time, and definitely outdoor lighting, is all CFL.
If you like what you've heard and want to get more information about how to be green, sustainable, conscious, check out womenonair.biz. That's www.womenonair.biz. Stay tuned.